Hello, this is Christofer Malmström from Darkane. I will be answering this interview with voice messages. The story of our vocalist Peter Willer and I formed Darkane in 1998, and we booked a studio in Uppsala where Daniel Bergstrand, the producer, worked because we loved his previous work. And we asked him if he had a singer, if he knew any singer that could sing on our album, and he recommended his assistant Lawrence McRory. So we asked Laurie to sing on the first album, Rusted Angel, and Lawrence said, yeah, I can do that, but then you have to find another singer because I want to give priority to my own bands. So Lawrence sang on the album, and then he did a few shows with us, and then he left, and Andreas Sydov joined the band on vocals instead. But in 2011 we had Jens on vocals, and we had a tour booked, and Jens didn't want to do it. So we asked Lawrence, and he said, yeah, sure, I can do the vocals on that tour, but I want to be a permanent singer in the band after that. So we said, yeah, sure. So that's the story about how he came back to the band. Thank you. I'm usually the one who composes those orchestral stuff. I used to sing in a choir when I was younger, and I was very interested in the theory behind the different harmony parts, what makes the choir sound like it does. And then after that I started to study scores with Mozart, Bach, and Vivaldi and stuff like that, and I studied what the different instruments do, what their part is, and what makes it sound like it does in classical music. And so with Darkane, then I combined my knowledge of choir and orchestral arrangement, and just went along with it. I think it's very fun to do, but it's a lot of work also. So, yep. Demonic art. What happened? Well, when I look back at it, I can see that we didn't have kids when we did the first 4 albums, but after Layers of Lies, 3 of us got kids, and our priorities changed. So we, I don't know why, because I think Demonic Art has some cool songs, but it is not Layers of Lies and Expanding Senses. It's the 5th album, and it was probably quite hard to write a good album at that time. Our focus was in various directions. So, and we got the new singer Jens, and he's a great singer, but I think he wasn't into really singing in Darkane. It wasn't his thing. So, but yeah, that's it. Yeah, the Sinister Supremacy. Lawrence got back in the band again and had some great ideas, and we also thought it was great to be the same lineup as we started out with Rusted Angel. So we were eager to produce a good album, and it went pretty smooth. And then we did some tours and festival shows after the Sinister Supremacy, but the reason it took so long is there's a lot of reasons, but life came in our way, you could say. Peter Willer had to study for almost 4 years full time and work full time at the same time, so he didn't have the time or focus to work on Darkane. And time passed really fast, and suddenly 9 years had passed, and one day we thought that now's the time, so let's start recording this new album. And we did, and I don't know why it turned out so much better, but we are very happy and about the response. So yeah, and here we are. The worst memory we have a lot of bad memories, but I think one of them is when we were supposed to play the Hell on Earth festival in Austria in 2001, and we had to drive like 18 hours to get there, but on the way our car broke down, so we had to find a repair shop and rent another car that was really bad. When we arrived at the festival, it was Sunday afternoon, and we were supposed to play at 8 o'clock in the evening. And around that time, there were like 1,000 people left because the festival had been going on for 3 days already. People were starting to travel home. But the bands before us, they played encores, and they played way too long, so the schedule didn't work. And then other bands were placed before us for some reason, so we had to play at 2 o'clock in the night AM, and in front of 50 people, and that was quite sad for us, because if we had played the time that we were supposed to, we would have played in front of 1,000 people at least. So that sucked. But talking about good memories, we have a lot. We have played some of our dream festivals like Roskilde, Wacken Open Air, among others, and also touring in the US and Japan. And now we have one really great memory yet to come when we're touring South America, and I'm pretty sure this will be a long-lasting, awesome memory. Oh yes, we're playing Buenos Aires in March 28th. And yeah, of course, we're looking forward to that a lot. We know the Argentinian fans are crazy, so we expect no less. You should come to see Darkane, because this is the first time we play in Argentina, and we are very stoked about it. We started the tour in Mexico City last night, and the audience were fantastic. And I'm pretty sure Argentina can top that. Darkane delivers brutal, groovy and intense metal with catchy hooks as well. So and good musicianship, I think. So you don't want to miss this. I hope to see you, as many as possible of you over there. Thank you very much. Take care. Bye bye.